Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, helper for the Muslims to help them see for themselves and decide and make it easy for them. So, on this now, the analysis of Surah 4, Ayah 34, Quran, and its problem. Going there, Surah Nisa, Ayat 34. It says here, men are in charge of women by right of what Allah has given one over the other and what they spend for maintenance from their wealth. So righteous women are devoutly obedient, guarding in absence what Allah would have them guard. But those from whom you fear arrogance, it says, Sahih International puts it this way, first advise them, then if they persist, forsake them in bed, and finally strike them lightly. But if they obey you once more, seek no means against them. Indeed, Allah is ever exalted and grand. So in this we have the wife beating thing, right, in the third count, after advising them, staying away from them not having whatever this means, ujuruhunna, right? So this, and so now we're going to really examine this verse. It started, actually I started to think about it, whether the females are Abdullahs or not. Why don't the females have a name like Abdullah in feminine form? Yes, there is a name, Abida. So that's just worshipper, and that's what, for example, we're told in Surah Namal, right? So you could say that the female Abdul, female Abdullah, like Christian princess put a title like that, right? But I wonder, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, or could the females also be husband-in-laws, husbands, abd men, Surah 27, ayat 43, and that which was worshipping other, and that which she was worshipping other than Allah. She's Bilqis, the queen of Sheba. This is the time of Hazrat Suleiman, King Solomon's time for the Christians. I'm not sure whether he was a prophet or not, but in Islam, he's a prophet, right? So this is about Queen Sheba. God says, and has averted her what she used to worship, ta'abudu. Yeah, so from this Abid, Deen, or Abd, a servant of Allah, Abdullah comes, the slave of Allah, this word in Arabic, ta'abudu, right? So if you say that the word, of course, all females, Muslim, Mu'min, believing women, they worship Allah, that goes without saying, and so they are servants of Allah. Anyways, if you say this, then look at this ayat, right? And Abida, the female of Abid, right, is worshipper of Allah, and then Abd is the servant of Allah, Abdullah. But just saying Abida, a worshipper, she who worships, she's a worshipper, would be, she can worship a jinn, she can worship a sun, the sun. It's like that, right? You get it. Abida is just a worshipper. She could be worshipping Satan. It's not Abida Allah, the female worshipper. So this I looked at, and just hold that, keep that in mind, right? For this ayat, again, back to Surah 4, ayat 34. I will explain to you what is going on here. Actually, the men are qawamun, Qawamuna. What is this word? Like this is protector. Allah is your protector. Would be Mawla, right? But what is this word actually? Where does it come from? Qawamuna. Huh? So I had to see that, check that, and I'll show you later. Of the women. And these are not wives, these are women, could be your slave girls, could be your daughters. But seems like they're your wives or your what your right hands possess. The wives and what your right hands possess because they're supposed to guard something here. So later on, we see in the ayat that these women are actually your who you've had you have nikah with ujuruhunna with or whatever. So, of the women, because has bestowed Allah some of them over others, just over others, right? Power, don't know. Allah doesn't say that. And because they spend from their wealth. So the husbands in Islam, they're supposed to work. I think Shia Islam, I was told. The women are not obliged to work, right? But in Islam, the men are supposed to work and be the breadwinners, earn money for their family, their wives, and all. So, so far, seems good, right, for the Muslims. And some of them, okay, God has given physical power and all this more to men, some men over women, some women. So they spend, and also these men, they spend from their wealth. So the righteous women, salihat, are obedient, qanitatun, I think, or without the N, let's see. Qanitatun. This word, obedience, what is it, right? Is it obedience to the husband or obedience to Allah? Because then it could be also we see the punishment is severe here if they don't guard and they don't obey. So the Muslims would say, no, here it means the women obeying Allah by obeying their husbands, guarding their chastity, guarding whatever needs to be guarded, like in Surah Mu'minun or Mu'min. Ghafir, it says that the believing women and men and women, they guard their chastity. So guarding whatever is needed. So the women, Muslim women are going to say, no, this is our obedience to Allah. So what Allah has told us, and in an indirect manner, you're supposed to guard this, and you're supposed, these righteous women guarding their chastity. So the obedience is to Allah, right? Not to the husband. Actually, you're obeying Allah. Okay, then let's go ahead with this. Guarding in the unseen, ghaib, that which to them orders guard. To them, it's difficult for me to read it. That which orders to them to guard, right? By Allah, it says by Allah. And those from whom you fear their ill conduct also, nushuzan hunna, nushuzahunna, then advise them in the beginning and then forsake them in the bed. Yani, don't give them juruhunna. What that means, right? Juruhunna. And forsake them from, like, keep away in sex. In the bed also. And strike them. Finally, Allah says to the men here that on the third count, you can strike them. And striking of the fingertips, another ayat from that we get, like, it's not musag or a toothpaste, like you take the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, right? No. This is striking, like you strike, right? The finally strike them. And finally strike them. This word. اضربوهن. Okay? Then if, so this is a, you can strike them in a hard manner, like in this other ayat I showed you earlier on in the live stream, old live stream, that this is there also the same word where it says, the ayat says, strike the very fingertips in war. Hmm? Same word is used here. So why such a harsh punishment for the women? Because this is obedience to Allah. Qanitun means obedience to Allah and no one else. And if you're obeying someone else, then you're a kafir, you're a disbeliever. So here we have Surah 30, Ayah 26, and to him belongs whoever is in the heavens and the earth. All are to him devoutly obedient. Yani to Allah. And this word is used, which is kind of in the Surah Nisa ayat, devoutly obedient, right, to Allah. And because all are obedient to Allah, devoutly obedient. Qanitun, right? But for the men, it's not, the women can't take such an action. So although Allah is saying in the Quran, maybe it means, so looking at qanitun, the word obedience, this devoutly obedient, not taslima for the Prophet, that you obey the Prophet with full submission. Here Allah has put this word, qanatan. God knows why. So the Muslim women are thinking, oh, we're obedient to Allah, and the disobedience to Allah would be that we get a severe punishment. If we can't on the third count even, like our second count, advise, keep away from the beds. If they adultery, they're doing zina or something, betraying the husband. So yes, we deserve this, right? We deserve this. No, even then you should not be saying that you don't deserve this kind of beating from your husband, that your husband should punish you because you have been disobedient to Allah. And another thing is that the husband can have 4 wives, do mutaz, what else is there? Misyar for the Sunnis while traveling. They can have mistresses or marry temporarily. And the wife sits at home or away from her husband or wherever she is, and she doesn't have any feelings like but her husband is so this, even then it's not right to see Muslim women, for Allah to say obey me. This qanatin means obedience to me. If and they are your what is qawamun? Also we have to see, is it from qaim, like continuously be above you? So this would be like surah. So I looked at the word also, qawamun. Men are qawamun because some are stronger than this, right? So what is qawamun? Caretakers. Qawamuna is an intensive form indicating something done much. So the Muslim women say, oh, men, of course, are stronger than most women, or something like this. And So Allah knows best, and He has given them the qawamun to be doing much towards caretaking. Because Allah has favored one over another means because of Allah's favoring some men over others, favoring with and also they have to be, they have to give you sustenance, provide for you. And this is obligatory on men in Islam, but not for the women to provide for their men, husbands. Although Prophet Muhammad, when he married, he was okay, he was working for her, and she was paying him the salary. She was the qawamun over him. We don't see that. What else? So this another meaning of this word qawamun, right? Could be okay. It's caretakers. It's I don't get any other ayat in Google search, so I don't know much about this. But just on this meaning of qawamun or caretakers involves legal rights and obligations. Now, qawamun, if it's like intensive and it's doing much, something done much, right, continuously. So it could come from, where could it come from? Qaim, right? Allah is the Qaim. Allah, there is no God but He. Ayatul Kursi ayat. Allah, there is no God but He, the living, the self-subsisting, eternal. Qaim. It could come from Qaim, right? So they are above you, these men. Allah has actually favored them above you in physical and all the strength, right? Okay, so we get that. That's nature also, we can see. Most men, like, women are delicate and not that strong, like most men are in physique, stronger and in power, all this. So could it mean having although they say caretakers, I couldn't find another ayat which uses this word. What is kawama? Okay, so you can read this. Okay, so they have some kind of, so they're, so the male are our caretakers. Now, who else is your caretaker? Allah, right? Are we going in shirk? It's Allah going in shirk, not we. Qaim means like what is like fard and wait, I don't think I should go to fard. Allah. Ayatul Kursi. Where's Ayatul Kursi? Oops. No. Let's see the Qaim word. So, and then the funny part is funny, strange. Am I talking like Christian friends? The funny part, the funny is the funny thing, the strange thing, self-subsisting, qayam, right? So could it come from, could qawaman come from qayam? Like they're all the time taking care of you, like there. Eternally, it means existing eternally, right? Deen al-qaim or whatever. Islamic, yeah, upright, true. No, qaim is eternal, everlasting. So, excuse me, could this qawaman, sorry, I just had this uh, drink, right? Spirit. No, I mean, it's that Pepsi or Coke or whatever. We're not allowed to advertise. It's that fuzzy drink, right? So that's why the burps. No, sorry about this. Okay, so now whole drink. Oh, so now what is this? Guarded her. Wait, where am I now? Sorry, just bear with me because I'm not going back to this. I haven't made notes on this. I'm disorganized. Okay, now Kawamun would be protectors because Allah is your protector. Mawla, it should be Mawla. What is Kawamun then? So the nearest I could get is climb because you have to do it. This has an element of climb, like you have to consistently, continuously be over the women of the women. Um, Allah, it's over or of the women, continuously be like this of the women because, and they say, okay, caretakers, let's say caretakers, the women, because I haven't checked the widows or sorry, the orphans you have to take care of. So I haven't looked at that word there. Surah Nisa at 4 or something, 6. Anyways, we'll go with this. So the bestowed Allah. Some over others, because men are stronger than most women. They spend from their wealth also, right? So the righteous women are obedient. Like it doesn't say obedient to Allah. They are obedient God, but it could mean obedience to Allah because qanita, if I can pronounce this word properly, qanitatun is obedience to Allah. We've seen in other ayats. I showed you in another ayat. So guarding also hafizatun, guarding in the unseen that which to them orders a guard, to guard by Allah and those from whom you fear by Allah, right? Oh, so this now, what Allah has made them and what has happened, that they can on third count discipline you by striking at you, striking at the women. And the women are fine with this, we're obeying Allah. But actually, indirectly, you're obeying your husbands. And they have upper hand on you. Hmm. So this shirk and all this gone down the drain here. If you can really look at this and examine it closely, because the other ayat in Surah Nisa also look at this. Why, when if a woman fears, she's weaker, she is not that strong. Now, if a woman fears from her husband ill conduct or desertion, even there is no sin on both of them. This is how Allah puts it in this ayat, Surah 4, ayat 128, that they make terms of peace, sulah, huh? Between themselves. A reconciliation also they is best. That they say reconciliation they should seek is best. Look, here there's no, the woman cannot discipline her husband by beating her, striking at her on the third. Why? Not only because they have 4 wives and all this. See, no, the thing, what am I saying? Sorry. See, the women can't have 4 husbands. That husbands, men can have husbands can have 4 wives at the same time, and also mutta, or they can during traveling misyar. What is it called? Sunnis practice during traveling with the women other than their wives. But see, there's no, like, it seems like indirectly the husband you are actually being obedient. You are told to be obedient to your husbands, such a strict way that they can punish you. But these weaker ones, whom Allah has made weaker, cannot punish their husbands. This could mean, what could it mean? That actually your obedience is what? Obedience is a worship. So this could mean, and here you're told, like, just obey and by the order of Allah. So women could be thinking Surah Nisa 34 that we are being obedient to Allah's orders. But actually, you're supposed to obey your husband also with Allah's orders, and obeying the husband in real. life, you're obeying the husband, right? That's why he's given the power to punish you. Allah is telling you this double crossing here. Allah is telling you by Allah's orders, like you obey me. But he's not saying obey me. He's just put obedient. You get this double way. Not like double crossing, but double. Actually, this shirk here for the women, how shall I put it? You're obeying your husband by obeying Allah. And qanatun means obeying, being devoutly obedient to Allah in that ayat I showed you, right? Now Allah has made you obedient to Him in the way that you have to obey your husbands or your men. Oh my goodness. Isn't this shirk? Right? Someone who has power over you and who has been given the power to earn money for you. And so he's the one who can discipline you. He's like a marja who can give you the, no, even mete out the punishment to you. See, husband has been given so much power. And yet you say, Allah, Allah, Allah. We are obeying Allah. Look at the double dealing here, right? And yet, oh, the women also, Muslim women, will give you this ayat, be kind. You know, here, oh, it says here in where? Surah Nisa again, be kind to women. Oh, you have believed, obey Allah, authority among you. Wait, not this. Where is it? Be kind to your women, right? So, Muslimah, lady, Momina, will tell you, oh believers, Surah An-Nisa 19. Oh believers, it is not permissible for you to inherit women against their will or mistreat them, to make them return some of the dowry. Look, let's read this ayat. So I'm giving you the position and the mindset of how the Muslimah are told, right? And how they are brainwashed into thinking this is a very good thing, like on the other hand, and live with them in kindness. Or you have believed it is not lawful for you to inherit women by compulsion. This does not mean rape. I've read it even in the Shia commentary. The deceased man's heirs have no rights of marriage or otherwise over his widow. This is a certain other way, not compulsively like rape them and all this. It's not about rape. And do not make difficulties for them in order to take part of what you have given them. This is about dowry also, meher. Unless they commit, I wonder if there is a meher or it's ujuruhunna, that when you have sex with your, what's that in Surah Nisa 20? This also, whatever Ma'am Zahra is saying is exactly the reality. Indar Aryan Sindhi Hindu. Welcome, welcome. AJ0007 official. Brother, thank you. You may say that, but you know, it's very difficult to show to the Muslims, right? Their brains, they've been brainwashed, indoctrinated. So thank you. Welcome. Lots of love to you and your family. Stay protected. And of course, you're blessed. Thank you. I'm so overwhelmed by this. Exactly the reality. Double dealing. See, Allah has made the women obey the men in such a deceptive way that the women would think, oh, they're being devoutly obedient to Allah's orders. Always here to support you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You can call me sister. No need to call me ma'am. Thank you for all this. I really appreciate it. God bless you, brother, so much, so much. And your family members and your country and your friends, your relatives, all your loved ones, much always. So this, you see how, okay, here he's put for you dislike them, perhaps you dislike a thing and be kind to them and do not compel them, but this compulsion is not on rape. This compulsion is on a specific matter of a widow. The deceased man's heirs have no right of marriage or otherwise over his widow, not about rape or and here difficulties for them. Do not create difficulties for them in order to take part of what this is. Actually, do not create difficulties for them in a specific area like this you give for the sex. Ujurahunna, they put dowry, but there's no meher and no dowry. I don't think so in Islam. Correct me if I'm wrong. What does it mean of ujurahunna when you have sex with them? To give them this money, right? So these poor Muslims, female believing women, think that, oh Allah, we are being devoutly obedient to Allah and Surah Nisa because of Qanat. That word is devoutly obedience to Allah, devout, devoutly obedience to Allah. In another ayat that showed you, you see, there are many ayats here, corpus.quran.com. Be obedient, is obedient, are humbly obedient to whom? Surah Baqarah ayat 116. They say Allah has taken a son, exalted is he, rather to him belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth. All are devoutly obedient to him. Yani Allah, right? Right, Inder? See, no maher or dowry, but this. Okay, thank you so much for this feedback. Really appreciate it. There's one who's come here. At least I have one support here. I really need this in my weakest time, although I don't like using people and all this. But Inder, thank you so much. However, if there's something I'm wrong in, you can correct me. Right? So this. Remember, we're here as friends, as brothers and sisters, and I won't mind if you correct me if I'm wrong somewhere. I can trust you in that at least. So, let's go back to Surah Nisa. So, see how God has made these Muslimah women think that their obedience is actually devoutedly obedient to Allah. If you really examine this a word in the ayat and look at it, find it in other ayats like I did, this is to Allah. So this way, God has made the women subjugate, be obedient to their men, devoutly obedient, guarding, their private parts and all this, like the believing women and the men in Surah Ghafir or Mu'min are told to guard and all this and ill conduct. So so this word is very important. See how he's made you, the God Allah has made you and a servant of Abd Abida, abida of your men in a roundabout, indirect manner. So Abdullah's wife, no name. Yes, the Abida doesn't have Allah in it. You could have been Queen Bilqis, Queen Sheba, and worship something else, been an Abida of someone, something else. Now you are an Abida of your husband also, indirectly, not only Allah. Who are you supposed to be? Qanitatun to Allah, devoutly obedient to Allah. There's this word also. And so, what are you actually? What has Allah made you do? Indirectly? Obedient to your men. Al Rijal, the men. Right? You see, you don't see this. For we have another problem. See how Allah tries to deceive you and make you abida of your men, or qanitatun of your men. And you're thinking, oh, these are Allah's orders where we have to obey Allah. And what are these, other ex-Muslims saying that obedience to their husbands, obedience? Yes, it means obedience in other way, in the real physical way, because then you can be material way. Because here He's your God, and He will strike you. He sees that you do not do wrong to Him against God's order. What obedience to God, devoutly obedient to Allah, Allah, Allah. But who can punish you? Who can punish you? Is Allah punishing you, or your husband, or your men, or your man is punishing you? So see, there's no punishment like you. Women cannot, because he's now who? He's on the marja, or he's God. He's on the level of God here. That he can strike you like this, fearing that you might, on fear. Oh, Allah, we are obeying Allah, devoutly obedient. Are Mominas, female. And now, sorry, this Imam has come, and there's another story coming. Oh my God. So, I have nothing against Ahmadis, but on this case, what is really going on? Where were you now, the Imam? Okay, a little bit on the Imam. I'll just cut myself off. Sorry if I distract myself, and you just need to take a break on this. It's too much for me to see that what God has done for against the women. He's made you worship your men, devoutly obedient to saying devoutly qanatun, using this word, being obedient to Allah. So now on Imam Mahdi, please someone can ask him. He's come to the Ahmadis. I have nothing against the Ahmadis. In fact, an Ahmadi told me, I think you're a great person and sister, and anytime you need any help. Did you say this? But he knew that I'm very proud. I don't take favors from others. Now, you see, believing in a hadith, how would you believe in a hadith which is from the 12 Shias and the 12 Shias? The Ahmadis didn't even, how can Imam Mahdi appear to the Ahmadis? When the Ahmadis, Mirza Ahmad is a Sunni, was a Sunni from a Sunni, and they didn't believe in any of the rest of the Imams. And all of a sudden, Imam Mahdi, the last, the Sadiq, yeah, I think when Prophet Muhammad gave a speech, he only referred to, he gave names to the sixth Imam, who's our Imam Jafar Sadiq, right? Qaim will be the Qaim. Now, the Ahmadis, so wait, First, let me on Mahdi, right? Believing in a hadith which is from the 12th Shia. If you can tell us that which had from, like where, how shall I put it? So you have come, and we have to, the Shias have to recognize you, not me. The 12th Shias have to now pay allegiance to him. And going again, so from the 12th Shias, 12th Shias have all the hadiths and their imams have all this given to them from the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. And going against 12th Shia, he goes against 12th Shias, right? And can that be a true imam? He goes against the 12th Shia ulamas, right? No. So there's a Mahdi who has appeared on YouTube. You can his assistants are there, his sahabis, ashabs. Now please tell me how can here Mirza, where's Mirza Ahmad? With the due respect, yeah, because I've never said anything against the Ahmadis or anything, but since this Imam, the Shia Imam has appeared, and the Shias believed in, how could he come from the Ahmadis? Because the Ahmadis, Mirza Ahmad, let's Mirza Ahmad was a Sunni or a Shia. Yeah, he said that he's a Shia, right? Let's find out. So Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, the Ahmadi Islam founder, was oh, I thought it. What religion was? Yeah, a Muslim leader. But was he a Sunni or a Shia before? He was a Sunni, I'm sure. I've read it somewhere here, right? The Ahmadi differ from traditional Sunni Islam. Although I think Mirza Ahmad was a, now it's not, I can't find it on Google search. Where did I find it? Whether it was on my, oh, here. He was from, oh, where did I look? He was from a Sunni, right? Family. Before becoming a leader, which family did he, and he didn't even, okay, let's say he didn't, I can't find it now. Thought I read it here. Not Ahmadiyya, but Mirza Ahmad, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad was from the Sunni. His parents, who? They were from Sunni Muslims, right? It's not from Shia Muslim. Before, you know, before forming this religion and declaring or claiming that he's, was a descendant of Mirza Hadi Bey. Turk. So the Ahmadis never believed in the all the Imams before Imam Mahdi. And he says he's Imam Hassan Askaris. They've given out the message that he wanted to give out. Then he's blaming the Shias, and so and he's come as in the Ahmadi religion. So it's a really like like how to ask him a question. This also, okay. I'll be doing talking about this later on. Okay, back to this is too much for me. Sorry. Back if we go back to Surinisa. Really, what this God has done makes me cry. Okay, now so my mind, I couldn't take it, right? What God has done, this fake God made you obey your husbands, your men like this, and on the pretext that they're obeying Allah. Ah, oh, see, I'm a, okay, so my mind, now, why did it go to Maryam? Because God really says how great she was. She guarded her chastity, right? So also whether the woman would do adultery, Surah 4, I taking Surah 4, I 34. So I remembered being Maryam guarding her. Let's see if a woman does adultery or what, then what does it mean in that ayat, Surah 4, ayat, whatever, adultery also, right? Including. So if you guard yourselves, half is just the order of Allah. Then I came to Maryam and I was just seeing that yeah, of course it includes adultery also. So if the woman does adultery, oh, you fear. There's a fear element of fear, which I haven't shown you. I hope you saw that in that ayat, Surah 4 ayat. Excuse me, sorry, Surah 4 ayat 34. Then remember Maryam, right? One who guarded her chastity. So we breathed into her through our angel, Gabriel, making her and her son a sign. This is Surah Anbiya, Surah 21, ayat 91. What came to my mind is monasticism. Now, what is the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad that each and every Muslim should marry? But here, Allah has given her so much power and all this, right? This lady, Maryam, because she guarded her chastity, so we breathe into her through, he chose her and all this, right? Because she guarded her chastity. Now, part of monasticism, not only for Hazrat Yahya, I was showing you that he stayed away from women, but here it's very clear that she stayed away from men. That's why God blew, chose her for the word, for Jesus, and the son a sign, ayat also, right? So, how great is the Allah of Islam, right? Choosing a woman or a girl who guarded her chastity, breathed into her. Why couldn't he choose all you Mominines like this? Momina, female believing women, that he's put God's, he made you obey actually in your husbands who can even punish you like this. So now look at the contradictions that I've come across. Coming to Bibi Maryam, guarding her chastity. Now, how many of you would guard your chastity? And God would not come to you to give you a son like that, like she gave to Bibi Maryam. And he's put men above you. Although Zachariah was put as her guardian, Quran ayat, God was giving her food also. And then God says about Christianity, so you know what is monasticism? You would say, oh, it's like a monkly nuns practice monasticism. They don't get married also. They stay away. They guard their chastity from every human man, anyone, everyone and anything. A way of living that's religious, isolated from other people, self-discipline. Okay, this is, sorry, this is not Islam. This is vocabulary.com from, right? So monasticism is a way that's religious, isolated from other people, self-disciplined, In many religions, monks, nuns practice monasticism. You live as though you're a monk in a monastery, right? But you also, like the Catholic nuns and the priests, they stay away from marrying marriages, right? They stay away. So, what did I find? Surah 57, ayah 27. Then we sent, following the footsteps, our messengers and followed them with Jesus, the son of Mary, and gave him the gospel. And we placed in the hearts of those who followed him compassion, mercy, and monasticism, which they innovated. What is this? Is God saying him compassion and mercy and monasticism? All three of them which they innovated, or only monasticism? And now Maryam stayed away guarding. She didn't even practice Prophet Muhammad's sunnah by getting married to a man, getting married. And this is a part in Catholicism. It's a monasticism for the nuns and the priests to stay away from marriage, wholly dedicated to Jesus Christ. And God is saying here, which they innovated. Now, what did they innovate? This also compassion, mercy, and monasticism. And if monasticism they innovated, we did not prescribe it for them, except seeking the approval of Allah. They were just doing it on their own. This also. But they did not observe it with due observance. Oh, Bibi Maryam, we're told, observed a part of monasticism, which is not getting married to anyone and guarding her chastity from everyone, not even getting married. God says she guarded her chastity, his chastity, so we breathe into her through our, we breathe, actually, it's not through our aim. What does it say? Our spirit. Whereupon we breathed into her of our spirit, not our angel. Ruh is not angel, it's spirit. Look at the mistranslations of this. And remember her. So why this then? God, Allah of Islam. Look at the contradictions coming up. Now the Christians know that part of Catholics, especially I know, they know the part of monasticism is not only being monkish and isolating from the world, but also guarding your chastity, that you don't even get married. Now Allah is saying they invented, but then how come she didn't get married? The sunnah of Prophet Muhammad for every Muslimah is to get married. And they invented and this and that. And on the other hand, God is saying, oh, she guarded her chastity, so we breathed into her of our spirit. This is part of monasticism. And he's encouraged it. He didn't give her a husband. He gave her a son. He breathed into her of his spirit because she guarded her chastity. This is part of monasticism. And yet God is saying they invented it. And there's another problem in this ayat that I see. Surah 57, ayat 27, which they invented. And we placed in the hearts of those who followed him, followed Jesus, son of Maryam, compassion and mercy and monasticism, which they innovated. Yani they bid'ah, invented. See? Oh, here Pictel puts a full stop here and place compassion, mercy in the hearts of those who followed him. So I have to see this Quran ayat and Quran.com. But monasticism they invented. Okay. So even let's take Pictel and not Sahih, Sahih International. Sahih, Sahih. It's sorry. So let's take Pictel, right? But monasticism they invented. You're being told, Muslims have been told that it is a sunnah to get married. Prophet Muhammad's sunnah. And so a part of monasticism, isn't it that the woman, even the woman who's dedicated, like a mother dedicated this child to God, right? So when her mother got the child, she thought it was going to be a boy, but it turned out to be a girl, female. And she said, "Oh, I have a girl." And then, okay, this girl dedicated to God, what does she do? She's been given to Zachariah as his her caretaker, and to be taken care of by Zachariah. And also, she doesn't get married, and she gets food from, and she guards her food from the heavens. God sends her, and she also guards her chastity. And it's not a Bible verse. We ordained it not for them, only seeking Allah's pleasure, and they observed it not with the right observance also. Maryam observed a part of monasticism. See, her mother said, I dedicate this child. Okay, she's turned out to be a girl and not a boy, to Allah. So this part of monasticism. And then Allah doesn't, here Allah says, she guarded her chastity. Surah Anbiya at 91. What does this mean? Guarding her chastity. This part of, oh, dear ones, Muslims, you brothers and sisters, you have been deceived so thoroughly and in such a way that I'm trying to show you, but sometimes I don't have the words to tell you how. And she who guarded her chastity, farjah, sanat, farjaha. So we breathe into her of our spirit. Doesn't God say this? And in Christianity, this is not getting married, nuns and dedicated to God. This is their monasticism. This is part of them in their monasticism. Look how. And they invented it. God is moreover blaming them for inventing it. And also, moreover, what? Another thing was that they didn't even, they didn't keep it properly. Was it? Oh my God. And they didn't observe it with the right observance. Are Baba, the Bibi Mariam did, and you have chosen her to be above all women. So it's part of monasticism. What a lie. Look, look, look. Do you get it? I'm not able to explain it properly. I get stuck. I don't have those words. Like, huh? What is this? The man recently, when I went into depth, and the man can do muttas and all this, and against LGBT women, or the women, the poor wives are sitting at home or wherever they are. The man travels without the wife, let's say sometimes. In Sunni Islam, he can do misyar, find a woman there in which country he is now, whatever that, or the Shia mutta he's doing, and God is telling you, people, look, you women, look, look. Surah Nisa also, please see this, huh? That the women should be chaste. And if you have fear, even when fasting and all this, like if you look at the, what do you call it, hadiths and all, what to do in detail, or the tafsir of this ayat, like, how to refrain from this. Surah Nisayat. And then what are you told? And then the men are told, oh, you marry the ones who keeping chaste, being chaste. Even these fatayatakum or these maids, what your right hands possess. Fatayatakum, slave girls of believers. Keep chaste. See that they are chaste, but you have fears of adultery, fornication. What? And this Imam Ahmadi, and what is he talking about? Oh, my mother Fatima, what they did to her, and what Omar did, and what Abu Bakr did. He's still going on, stuck on that. Oh, your rights have been your mother's rights, Fatima's rights. Have been snatched, and he doesn't forget it, and he comes here while there are people suffering, Muslims suffering, believers have been oppressed, oppressed by their own Muslims, and he's talking about Ahmadis have been persecuted, and okay, that's good. But what about the rest of the Muslim? That the right, see, America gives this right? Of freedom, of religion, the West. Look, sorry, no copyrights infringement. I'm just going to show you who I'm talking about. Imam, oh God, sorry, has appeared. This channel, right? Very good. Yes, protect the. Now you have come. Western man claims to be Imam Al Mahdi. अरे पागल लोगों की कभी नहीं है मुझे लगता है कि I'm mad and mentally ill in other ways. Hello, Imam Mahdi, how are you? And now here, the Ahmadis have Imam has come to the Ahmadis. Yes, embrace yourself. And what this he's trying, he sent his messengers, huh? Wears a black hat. Why about Al Sadiq wears a black hat? Hmm? What's with the beanies? Beanie. No, what is this? Is this an English word? Yeah. No, it's okay. No one can serve two masters and all this. God knows who could call me at this time, really? Someone bad. Wait a minute, let me see. Caller was just two, must be. What's this 00? Let me see country code, I'm just checking. 0088. What is double? Sorry, excuse me. Stock market. It's called. So, okay, I don't know what this is really. Maybe I should work going to the. Hope I don't burn my. Sorry, excuse me. I'm leaning forward to put my phone back. Okay, sorry about this. So, okay, this, people go, many people have gone crazy, and I said that even Mirza Ahmad should not. You see, this religion is problem. You could be a prophet, you could be divine, you could be Mahdi. We don't want to be Mahdis, right? Don't be in this religion. You can be Sheikh Asai, but leave this religion. Bob, from the Bob, you could be. And what's more is he said, oh, Umar is wrong. No one can serve to master. What other, which one did I say? About Bibi Fatima Zahra, that Umar was wrong and all this? Muslims stop cursing Israel. Israel is Prophet Muhammad. Israel is Prophet Muhammad. Very good. Okay, he's done some good work. At least he's not going to harm anyone. But when he says like you will enter the fire of hell, you who the fellow Muslims like maybe the Shia Marja, I don't know, or Shia ulama. Why do I say Marja Marja? So this is serves you Muslims right. What you did to the Ahmadis, eh, see? Now this you've got 12 are Shias also. But when he says you will enter the fire because of this and that, what the Shia ulamas have done, this, then no, I don't agree to it. This, of course, I don't agree to this religion, but I don't know how to say it. Like at least he's good in some. He's not going to punish anyone. He just says, don't even stop cursing, even Israel. Imam Mahdi appeared, joined the rise. Proof of the Mahdi's arrival revealed. Although he's not Imam Mahdi, some things happen to people here. So this, although very good Ahmadi long time ago, he was really good with me. I think he told me, look, uh, but he was keep praising me a lot, and I don't deserve that praise. I think great sister, and you're. And if you need my help, uh, he said, I know you don't like favors, or he. So the Ahmadis are good people, great people also. I don't know why this has happened. Okay, but remember, this is not, in this religion, really, Bob also thought he was the Mahdi and the it's their messianic religion. Jesus Christ, this, whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free, believing women. This is now, okay, Surah Nisayat 25 we're on. And whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free, believing women, then he may marry from those whom your right hands possess of believing slave girls, fatayatakum. And Allah is most knowing about your faith. You believers are one of another. How greatly put here, right? But see how you use each other, Allah. I wouldn't use, uh, Ahmadi told me, I think, that if ever you, sister, if I can help you anytime you need my help, I was like, no, no, thank you. But of course, he, like, no, no, you listened to me and I was abroad. And so marry them. Oh, you believers are one of another. So marry them with the permission of the people and give them the due compensation. According this I meher, here it's put meher, or what is it put? Okay, but ujur, oh, bridal due. No, no, it's that when you have sex, give money. When you find the pleasure, jeez. Sorry, excuse me. According to what is acceptable, then chaste. Neither those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly. How can these poor women, you expect them to remain chaste, under their, and they are fatayatakum of the right hands, of your right hands. Oh, so Allah expects them to remain chaste, not have lovers, even girlfriend, boyfriend, not love and then get married and have, this kind of a thing. Neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly, but unrandomly. Now, what is Allah? nor the what is Sahih internet? Has Allah put it this way? Maybe Allah sometimes is worse than what the translators have put. Okay, in the ayats. Nor those who take lovers, secret lovers, like if you love someone, they are not allowed. But now they're being used for you, for your fear, your men's fear. Ugh, this is disgusting for me. What I was taught by life and what my religion, I thought Shia religion was, it's turned out totally on ups. Tables have turned on me, turned turtle. But once they are sheltered in marriage, if they should commit adultery, then for them is half the punishment. Okay, so here God is here and free women for half the punishment as for those free women. This allowance is for him among you who fears affliction. Fears, see, half. You only have half of affliction. Fears affliction, but be patient. Like your ulamas then will decide, right, whether you should fast. Oh, very great. But to be patient is better for you. And Allah is forgiving and merciful. How many women languishing without their husbands because they can't go with their husbands to every business trip, misyar, traveling, or their husbands can do mutta, also Shia. Huh? How many women languishing like this? Girls. And so your men, oh, if you can't afford the free, God has provided for the men, fatayatakum, slave girls. And who are you slaves of now, girls? I know there are male slaves too. You are not Abdullah, even in the sense that Abdullahs are. So you would say that I made a mistake on that live stream on Facebook yesterday. I wasn't coming here on YouTube. That I said, oh, you are not Abdullahs. Where's the female Abdullah? Female Abdullah? Abdali? Abida, you would say. Oh, no, no. Oh, we actually, no, no. Look, let me show you Zahra. Now I'm acting funny. Surah Nisa ayat, going back to Surah Nisa ayat 24, no, sorry, 34. Devoutly obedient to Allah. Ah, this is how Allah has made you devoutly obedient to Him, that He has given men qawaman of the women over the women, right? Because has bestowed Allah has bestowed some of them over others, whatever, and because they spend also from their wealth, so the righteous women are obedient. And look, Allah not put here. Oh, you get from other ayats what this qanitatan is. Devoutly obedient to Allah. Then taslimat, Prophet Muhammad. Then you, what? Also that. Also to your men here, indirect. You are thinking, I'm obedient, but who will punish you? I'm obedient devoutly to Allah, Allah, Allah. What a joke, wicked. These women, you see, Musliman, Muslimah, you not to do this here with yourself. And so the men can punish you if they fear that you are not girding, you are from in the unseen what you are supposed to gird, and you are not being obedient to Allah or who? This meaning devoutly obedient to Allah, to them guarded by Allah, Hafiz. And who your Hafiz? Allah, right? So when he can be a Hafiz of the devils that he gave to Suleiman to work for him, why can't he be your Hafiz? Why allow this to happen? And you go like here and there. When your husband go on a trip, Sunnis, maybe he doing, maybe not, but their possibility remain. And you sit and you be chaste and you be this and you be that and be kind to women and don't do this and if you don't like them, doesn't matter. But always, always, always be kind to your women. Leave it. Drop it like a hot potato. Is my voice cracking coming properly or what? Some disturbance, maybe. Sorry if the disturbance is there when I talk loud. The kind of, I can't help it. I'm trying to fix it, but I can't fix that. So this happening, and I have this nerve wrecking here, right side. So just being careful. Sorry. Just a minute. So tell me, women, how you have, you see not or you see? You see or you not see? And your Shia husband going for mutta, and you not able to see, unseen. But possibility that if you are not able to go with your husband to some trip abroad and he feel like, sorry, then he can do it. Right? And no, if they show the breast, the cleavage, or if they wear sleeveless, forget it. You have to cover yourself. No, then they are loose women. We can use them. We can do this. All men, all of a sudden, all thinking what a loose women, huh? Yeah, and they're supposed to keep their eyes down too. Oh, Zana, Zana, I should call myself Zana, conjecturing, guessing, or being optimistic. Why not you be optimistic about this ayat? Where was I going to? Doing? So you fear. No, I forgot the point now. But so the men. So no. But in heaven, Jannah, Firdaus, you getting protruded breasts, right? Tell your Imam, Imam Zain al-Abidin. Why are you hurting our hearts like this? Imam said, Allah, Allah Mazloom, Bimar Imam in Karbala didn't want to hear the sound of his women. And 9-year-old, no, there's not the protruded breast. It's not. Someone will correct this recently. Sharam karo, haya. Na sharam hai. You have no shame. Full-breasted maidens of equal age. You will be getting Oh, what did this mean? Qawa'id atraban. What did this say? It mean that something's sticking out. Maybe what it mean like grapes. Oh, dangling from the in the what you call it? Dangling. No, it mean toba, 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 toba. So Shia's Imam Zainal Abidin or Hazrat Abbas. वो powerful of Jalal. And he's sharpening his sword. Tomorrow I will. Imam Hussain, Bibi Zainab comes and says, no, tomorrow I cannot take it that what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to protect your chadar, Bibi Zainab. No. सही है देखो हमारा कितना ये दिल दुखा रही है और सोने की जंजीर ना तमाम बीमार की अल्लाह क्या तकसीर है तौकीर है whatever I've forgotten सर उठा के start this Zara doing things against us loudly say the Noah come on Shias Ali ya Ali ya Ali ya Hussein ya Hussein ya Hussein ya Abbas ya Abbas सर झुका के राह में मौला नहीं चलते हो क्यों सामने क्या सर पर रहना सैनबे दिल गिर है no one helping me where are the Shias come एक और नारा हैदरी वो करो बोलो angels will come to help you Zara really hurt my heart. I cannot take it. अल्लाह मेरा सैयद है सज्जाद बीमार तुम देखो इधर शिया मैं क्या देखूं मुझे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है What did Prophet Muhammad say? I'm leaving behind two things. If you hold fast to them, you will never go astray. One topmost, Quran and my itrat. ये तो Prophet Muhammad has said. तो शायद I'm not saying it. Look here, what you will get and what they will get, the men, not you. ये शिया कोई religious scholar ये protruded breast नहीं है protruded तो बस शर्म करो बेशरम लड़की औरत हो गई हो अभी तुम बुढ़ी ये देखो हमें हमारा कितना दिल दुखा रही है ये शिया एक्स शिया बन के Surah, Surah 78, ayat 30. Let's see in the Quran. Okay, Quran.com. 70 क्या था? Surah Naba. तुम देखो इधर. जो इमाम ने हमारे बोला है वो करना है. What the Imam has said. ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. ये है. And the splendid companions well matched. Imam have said this. Imam has said this. ये देखो हमारे आ, ये सु, अच्छा ये सुन्नी तो खैर हम लोग कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं सुन्नियों को। क्यों नहीं बोलते हो? मुझे बोल सकते हो कि मैं तुम लोगों का दिल दुखा रही हूँ। वो जो तुम लोगों के हंसने, तुम लोगों के रोने पे हंसते थे, एतराज करते थे, उनको यू आर नॉट सेइंग एनीथिंग टू देम, राइट? ये शिया है, शिया, ये कट्टर शिया। कट्टर शिया है। हाँ, हम अहले बैत के लिए जीते हैं, मरते हैं अहले बैत के लिए। हमारा अल्लाह और अहले बैत। तुम लोग हम लोगों को समझो नहीं, वी आर नॉट काफिर, मुशरिक है। सुन्नी तो समझते हैं। नो नो, ये देखो ये हमारे इमाम ने, अल्लाह तुम जहरा, इंसाफ करो, इंसाफ करो। इंसाफ करो। अच्छा अच्छा, तुम्हारे लिए इंसाफ करते हैं हम। सूरह 78 आयत 33, मल्टीलिंगुअल कुरान में जाएंगे। इमाम ने क्या कहा है, आका मेहदी पुया ने क्या कहा है? हाँ हाँ, देख रहे हैं। मल्टी लिंगुअल कुरान, सूरह नबा आयत 33 में जाएंगे। दिल हल्का करो। सूरह नबा। कुछ चाय वाय पियो, हैव सम टी। इमाम हुसैन, टी तो खत्म हो गई, अभी नहीं बनाते हैं। अगर मैं तो उठ नहीं सकती हूँ, मुझे तो नर्वस ब्रेकडाउन हो गया। तुम क्या दिखा रही हो हमें? What are you showing us? Where's Surah 78 and Ayat 33? नहीं नहीं, ये बिल्कुल भी see commentary for verse 31. Oops. ना, इधर से उधर कर रहे हैं। Now refer to the commentary of Furqan, Surah Furqan at 74. मुत्तकी, they don't, देखो देखो देखो, शिया ये लोग नहीं बताना चाह रहे हैं कि ये क्या है, तभी तो मुझे सुन्नियों से लेना पड़ा। एंड वलम्चुअस वेमेन, वलम्चुअस भी क्या होता है पता है? अल्लाह अल्लाह, हाँ ये तो है, लेकिन देखो कुछ कमेंट्री, इसलिए क्यों कमेंट्री नहीं है? वलम्चुअस क्या होता है? वलम्चुअस, मैंने पता है एक दिन एक सुन्नी को लेडी को कहा कि मुझे वलम्चुअस वेमेन पसंद है। नेक्स्ट टाइम जब उनके घर जाने का हुआ टाइम, क्या बोलते हैं, her eldest sister said, now you don't come to our house for the walks. Voluptuous. You see, I was very sinny. I didn't mean to say that, देखो ये voluptuous women के अभी ये क्या है? हम्म? तुम पढ़ो। सैयद सज्जाद ने, और क्यों आवाज में पड़ गई थरारे, परी वफा से, इंडियन मूवी सॉन्ग। तो ये वलम्चुअस वुमेन, और ये शाकिर, मैंने शाकिर शिया, शिया, हाँ, शिया, हाँ जहरा, हाँ, हाँ, जो दबा दबा दबा, Abhi, he's shocked. Okay, I think need to go and have some tea. It's getting too much. Hmm. तो औरतें, see how he's now you see she's come this Shia Islam. Abida has come, Abida. हम तो now what? Now she can't talk. She's and I'm also kind of tired. So please, I think I'll take a break. I think. Yeah, thank you, Inder Aryan. मेरी भी voice जा रही है. Have this pressure on me. I feel terrible right now. So, but if they obey you, seek no means against them. हाँ, इधर ये तो आ गया ना कि obey you. इधर क्या है? Now, who are you obeying? Oh my goodness! If I had only atana. हाँ, ये obedience यानी oh. So you see. But इधर तुम लोग कहोगे, here you will say God. God, the other ayats giving me from the Quran with this word. और फिर दे see तुम लोग हिंदुओं के पास जाओ, learn the truth. वो देवता हैं उनके हस्बैंड और लेकिन उनकी औरतें भी देवीज हैं. Their women are devis for the husbands. You see how he has covered it up here. But now it shows, and if they obey you, then do not seek against them. अब तुम लोग किसको obey कर रहे हो? एक तुम लोग अल्लाह को obey कर रहे हो, messenger of Allah को obey कर रहे हो, with taslima, full obedience, Surah 4, ayat 47, ayat 56 or what. फिर तुम लोग अपने husband को भी obey, men. कितने तुम लोगों के खुदा हैं, कितने खुदा हैं. Hmm. She can't talk. I think she's in a great. We need help. Okay, so we'll make tea because I read in a medical book, birthday gift, that when you're in shock, have some tea and sit in a warm room. So we're going. Thank you so much. I'll. ये कैसा ये खुदा ने कैसा तुम लोगों को क्या किया है? Words are not coming. Sorry. Thank you. Be free of Islam. Be free of Islam. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you, Inder. Lots of love to you and your family members again. Have a beautiful day. Be free of Islam. Be free of Islam.